Welcome, everyone. I'm excited to start today's presentation. The title of our talk is A Question of Trust. We'll explore what trust really means in our digital world and why it matters so much. In the next few slides, I'll guide you through key ideas and insights on this important topic. Let's get started. Let's take a moment to summarize what we've covered so far. On this slide, we're focusing on the key points, which are essential for understanding the overall message. These points serve as the backbone of our presentation, highlighting the most important concepts you need to remember. As we discuss each one, I want you to see how they connect to the bigger picture, how they reinforce the main theme and guide us toward our goals. Remember, grasping these key points will help you better understand the full scope of the topic and apply this knowledge effectively. Let's talk about Horace Danby. He has a real passion for rare and expensive books. In fact, he loves them so much that he actually robs every year just to buy these rare treasures. It's quite an unusual hobby, but it shows how deeply he values these books. Now, beyond his love for books, Horace also makes locks with the help of 2 assistants. This might seem unrelated, but it actually highlights his skills and resourcefulness. As for his background, Horace was only 15 when he served his first and only prison sentence, which was in a library. That experience must have left a mark on him. Looking at his previous life, he's a good man, unmarried, honest, though not perfectly so. He's around 50 years old, healthy overall, except for occasional hay fever attacks. When we think about his personality, it's a mix of these details. He's a complex character, someone who is clever, passionate, and perhaps a bit conflicted, which makes him quite an intriguing figure in our story. So he was caught for the theft after just 2 days, because his fingerprints were found at the scene. It turned out he had been betrayed by someone from the same profession, which added a twist to the story. Then, he managed to get an opportunity when only 2 servants were left at the Grange while the family was away in London. During the theft, a woman dressed in red arrived claiming to be the owner. Believing her, he thought she was genuine and opened the safe at her request to avoid attracting police attention. Before carrying out the crime, he spent 2 weeks studying the house, its rooms, electric wiring, pathways, and the garden, everything to plan his move carefully. When the moment came, he came from behind the garden wall, carrying tools packed neatly in a bag, ready for the job. His target house for that year was Shotover Grange, which he had thoroughly prepared for. This story highlights how meticulous planning, inside knowledge, and timing played crucial roles in this theft, fitting into our overall theme of how criminals plan and execute their crimes with precision. Now, in this final slide, we see Horace in prison, often reflecting on the young lady who had charmed and tricked him. She was in the same profession, and her deception was quite clever. Danby becomes angry when anyone mentions honor among thieves, highlighting his disillusionment with that code. She was young and pretty, which initially made Horace want to run away. She threatened to call the police and reveal everything about him. Horace begged her to let him go and to forget they ever met, but she set one condition for his release. Next, after 2 days, Horace was arrested for the jewel robbery at Shotover Grange. The police found his fingerprints all over the safe, and since he had opened it without gloves, his guilt was clear. He claimed the landlady told him to open the safe, but she was a 60-year-old woman and denied his story, calling it nonsense. Before all this happened, Horace had spent 2 weeks studying Shotover Grange. He planned the burglary carefully. When he finally entered the house, he was allergic to flowers and started sneezing. Then, he heard a woman's voice, offering to cure his sneeze. She was standing in the doorway, adding an eerie twist to the story. Earlier, the lady had told him she wanted to take her jewels to the bank because she promised her husband she would. But she left some jewels in the safe and wanted to wear them to a party that night. She had forgotten the safe's combination, so she asked Horace for help. He opened the safe for her, showing how he was drawn into this web of deception. Finally, we learn about Horace's reputation. He was about 50, unmarried and well-respected in society. He made locks and had 2 helpers. He loved rare and expensive books. Interestingly, he robbed a safe every year, and at this moment he was out on bail, planning his next move. This slide really ties everything together, illustrating how Horace's cleverness and reputation ultimately led him into a dangerous game of deception, crime, and reflection.